When choosing a photographer for your next branded lifestyle portrait session, it's not enough to focus on their proficiency behind the camera as well as how they make you feel in front of it. Now, while those two things are absolutely essential and foundational elements to creating a valuable session, you also need to take into account whether or not this photographer thinks like a marketer. Now, why is that important? Well, you have a ton of image content needs all across your online presence, as well as all of your offline needs as well, all of the printed materials and things of that nature. All of these things need to be taken into account. They all have different formats. They all need to be captured in a slightly different way in order for you to leverage them in different places. And if your photographer simply focuses on capturing pretty pictures, that's not enough, because then you're going to have to sometimes take the square peg of this image and fit it into a round hole of your image content need, and there's going to be a bit of a disconnect. But when you work with a photographer who has an understanding of not only capturing amazing images of you, candid images that illustrate various aspects of your personality, and while also presenting you as a likable and approachable human being, they also need to be able to capture images that can easily fit into any slot all across your online presence. That means shooting specifically for banners on your website, cover photos for your social page, tight headshots for your profile pictures, things of this nature. You need to keep in mind that while your image content needs are long and very vast, it's important to have a collaborator in your success, and that's what a photographer represents. They're not just there to make sure you look great. Obviously, you need to look great, but you also need someone that knows what the hell is going on behind the scenes, so that when you're making the images happen throughout the session, everything that you're capturing is an easy slot into different places in a very strategic way, so that you're not wasting time during the session and you're not frustrated after it trying to figure out what the hell to do with all of these photos and they don't quite jive well with where they need to go. So keep that in mind as you qualify a photographer for your next branded lifestyle portrait session. It's a really important piece that not a lot of people think about, especially if they're in a rush to try to get things done to move their business forward. Now, if you have any other questions about branded lifestyle portraits or need some strategy for storytelling purposes, I invite you to join my blog. You could subscribe by scrolling down on this post. I have a link. Click on that bad boy, sign up. I'll give you a free gift, and I welcome you to the team.